So here's something I've noticed. When you ask someone what sort of solar panels are you using, they don't tell you the type. They'll tell you Vari, Adani, Premier, Vikram, blah 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 blah. The list goes on. But that is not the full answer. A single company can make mono-PERC panels, TOPCon panels, and even HJT panels within the same manufacturing unit. So saying just the brand is like saying I drive a Toyota. But which one? Is it a Fortuner? Is it an old hatchback? It's a huge difference, right? What matters is the technology inside your panels, because that decides how much electricity you're going to generate, how soon your panels are going to degrade, and how much money you will end up saving over time. Instead of talking about just brands today, let's talk about the actual types of solar panels from oldest to the most advanced. So it all widely started with polycrystalline panels. Polycrystalline panels were once the backbone of the solar industry. They are simply made by melting silicon fragments together, which gives them their classic bluish grainy look. Back in the day, they were cheaper, they were widely adopted because manufacturing was so simple. Think of them like Maruti 800, reliable for their time, seen everywhere, but now completely phased out. Back in the day, it had efficiency of 15 to 17%, but it required more space for the same output. And also it had higher heat losses. Now wait, you would think more heat or more sunlight would mean more generation, but that is where you are wrong. After a certain ambient temperature, your generation starts dropping even today. In polycrystalline panels, that was a lot, but now the technology has moved ahead significantly. Then came your monocrystalline panels. Instead of using fragments of silicon, people started using single crystal structure of silicon, which made electrons to flow even faster, hence improving the efficiency. Their efficiency was around 18 to 20%, and they were known for their sleek black look. And due to the panels using single crystals of silicon, the internal resistance was lower. This technology added a reflective layer at the back of the cell, allowing the unused light to bounce back and generate more electricity. Wow. Wow. A TOPCon panel is a new age upgrade. TOPCon, which is short for tunnel oxide passivated contact, but we don't care about abbreviations here. This TOPCon technology took things even further. Now let's understand how. Let's take things slow because this is very important. This is your solar panel. More light means more electron flow. Now, mono-PERC panels started using more light. Now, this doesn't mean that more electron flow, because electron also have losses. Some electron loss during flow. Now, this TOPCon technology reduces those electron losses, meaning more light, more electron, more generation. Now, TOPCon panels, they took things one step further. How? They are not only just using PERC technology, which is reflecting light, it is also reducing electron losses, meaning more generation, hence more efficiency. Now in TOPCon as well, there are two technologies, P-type and N-type. P stands for positive, N stands for negative. But here, N-type is better because N-type has more electrons, and electrons are the major carriers. In P-type, the charge carriers are something that we call holes. Holes are basically your missing electrons. And in N-type, you have extra electrons, which are your major charge carriers. Now P-type is places where electrons is missing, and N-type is where places where electrons are extra. When sunlight hits the panel, electrons start moving, which in turn generate electricity. And since N-type already has excess electrons, it is able to generate more electricity. N-type naturally performs better with lower losses, better efficiency, and slower degradation. Slower degradation? Now in P-type, there is something called as light-induced degradation, which means when the sunlight first falls on the solar panel, there is a slight performance drop. Now this performance drop over time causes to more or faster degradation. Now in N-type, there are lesser LID issues. So there is much lower degradation and also better long-term stability. So from day one itself, N-type starts stronger and stays stronger. Now let's talk about the latest technology in the market, that is heterojunction technology. Now how is it better? It has a single monocrystalline cell, and on top and the bottom it has ultra thin layers of amorphous silicon which act as anti-leak or which act as smooth exit lanes. Now what problem is it actually fixing? When sunlight hits a normal panel, electrons get excited and some escape or recombine without doing the useful work. What HJT does? Those thin layers do two jobs. One, they seal the leaks. They calm the surface so electrons don't get trapped or wasted. Second, they give them a VIP exit. They create a clean path so electrons flow out fast with lesser resistance. Result, more of the generated electrons become electricity. Now let's compare these. Monoperc panels, they make electrons but some are lost. TOPCon panels, they add a better gate so there are fewer losses. Now HJT panels, it rebuilds the surface so almost nothing leaks in the first place. Now let's compare them with city traffic. Monoperc panels, there are roads but there are no proper traffic lights or there are potholes, so some lose, some die in the accident, some reach but they reach late. Now a TOPCon panels, let's say, have fixed the roads and they have also added stoplights so cars reach their destination faster. Now HJT panels, it's basically like an expressway. There is no need of traffic lights because everyone is going smoothly. Now this is everything that I know about solar panels. If there is something that you need to know, or there is something that I missed, or something that you would want me to have information about, just comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Amar Solar.